Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Elisa Maria Designs. I feel like I am in Florida again. It is Monday, December the 30th, and it is a balmy, almost 60 degrees here in Philly. And my husband is out taking a walk, and I figured, well, before I get ready for the new year, and we will be here Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve. We'll be here New Year's Eve, John and I, and New Year's Day, I will be here because I have a tradition here on this channel for New Year's Day. And if you're interested, you can tune in. Oops, I'm losing everything. So what am I doing today? Well, I'm in the middle of a mess, as you all know. And I am going to just let you know that I have been dying to use these trays. This one and this one. They were sent to me by one of my members as a, probably back in October as just a thank you. And it came packaged in a beautiful bag with all flowers on it and matching tissue paper and a beautiful handwritten card, Lisa, that I keep in my art journal so that I see it every time I open up. It came with handmade caramels and it came with chocolate. And there was another little blue one. I thought I took it out. It's like a little apple, which I love. Being a New York girl, I love the little apple one. But I wanted to use this to kit up my next canvas. And my next canvas is from Diamond Art Emporium. It is 80 colors, 80 round, and it is 50 by 60. It's called Angel 121. It's a made to order. I'm going to put it up here because you're not going to be able to see it, and you'll understand why in a minute. Angel 121 by Zonda Claus. It's made to order. It took about 3, maybe 4 weeks, which I was in no hurry because I knew that I was going to be starting this in the new year. I was in no hurry to get this. And I think when you're doing a made to order, that's not unreasonable. And it was the holiday when I ordered this, and I understand. I totally understand the craziness. So I wanted to give you a first look at this canvas and give you the pros and cons of it. And I'm just over the moon, but I really wanted to show you, being that this was 80 colors, I didn't want to kit up 80 colors in this tray, but I'm going to show you how it works. I love it. I was using it on the side, but I was like, I have to kit something up that I'll be able to use this on camera. So I did 75 colors. So I'm going to show you the last 5 that I have here. Are they here? Are they here? Where are they? Here they are. Okay. So a lot of things coming together, kind of, sort of. For one thing, oh, I didn't want you to see that. Oh, I didn't want you to see that. It's too late. Anyway, I didn't want you to see this because I actually had numbered, well, I can't stick it on here anymore anyway. Okay, so this is section, we're not starting where we thought we were. This is the release paper that I got from the all-in-one kit in the ARTDOT box, okay? It's maybe, I don't have anything in front of me. It's a little bit bigger than 10 by 10. I think it might be like, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so I said, instead of putting this down as one sheet that I'm going to take off and do at a time, I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to make 2 sections out of it, okay? And so I will tell you that the first section here, this first section. Let me spin you around so you can see it now that we're starting somewhere else. So this section here was really heavy confetti. Now, when I flip this over to do it, I have a method of conquering anything that I am diamond painting, and that is to start with my shade colors. And my shade colors is where an artist puts a little bit of depth into the painting to make it jump out. And you could see where that is. That's in here, right? In the curve of the wings. So that's where I started. And I always start with the darkest color, which would be black, but there's only one black drill here, and that's the only one black drill. And that's the first thing that I look for. I'm like, okay, where's the black drill at? Let me see. And there was one black drill. And then this is 939. So I put 939 in. And then I use that as a jumping off point, but there really wasn't a jumping off point. So I had to go to the color drills. So I'm out of the shade colors. Now I have to go into the color drills, and the color drills are what are making up this depth of the wing. Now I was so anxious to get my hands on this kit that I was working out of the baggies. Okay, now these are the last 5 that we're going to kit up. These are nice, strong baggies. If you wanted to work out of these baggies, you could. You have the number, and you have the DMC code, and you have the weight on here. So if you wanted to also put your labels on here, you could. I don't know if it's necessary, but I would, and I've saved all the baggies. These are the ones that I kitted up. I saved them all because I thought when I de-kit this, I might just want to go back into these baggies with any of the extra drills that I have. I don't know. I'm going back and forth with, am I saving the drills? Am I not saving the drills? I don't know. So this, being that I was working out of the baggie and I was listening to Mia yesterday, she has her, little Sunday schedule where, I was checking in with her and I was watching Anthony unbox things and finish things. It took me about an hour and a half and I wasn't done. And I stepped away from it. And then later on in the evening, John had gone up early to bed and I was up and I looked, I was like, oh my God, it's like 10 of 6. Really? He wasn't going to sleep. He was just going upstairs to relax. And I said, I'm going to put something on in the background. And I ended up putting Moonstruck on, that I just like having, it could be on repeat constantly. I love Moonstruck. And I ended up finishing this in the movie. So an hour and a half, 2.5 hours to complete this. Again, still working out of the baggie. At that point, I said, this is crazy. I have to start getting these drills inside the case, because the back and forth with looking at the ledger and where is it and going back and forth, no good. So I did that. And then I came over to this. I took a little peek in here to say, like, what is in here? And, I think I had like Tubi on because they had Moonstruck on, and one movie after another was playing, and I just continued to watch movies. I think it was more like that section, right? Because then I started to watch, what came on after Moonstruck. Oh, Return to Me with David Duchovny and what's her name? Oh, Minnie Driver. And I started putting this together and watching the movie. And then after that, It Could Happen to You came on. So I started doing this section. And then after that, Phenomenon came on. And I started doing this section. So I was just listening to movies and doing, I was like, oh, finally, some huge color blocking. Take me there. But I will say in this first section, there's already the first 2 ABs in the kit that are in here. Now, what I love about this kit is there's 80 colors in here. And when I looked at the drills in the baggies, there is no tabs or any kind of trash in there. There was no static. It was really easy to get them in the jars, 1, 2, 3, okay? That was great. But then to pull, these 2 drills out, I'm like, wow, there's 2 ABs in here. There's 2 ABs in this kit, and there's 3 fairy dusts. Let me get this out of the way. 2 ABs and 3 fairy dust. And I just think that that's remarkable for this kit. So I'm working my way across. This is the first time that I'm using release paper. And I'm using release paper because the cover that was on here was that thin, flimsy type of cellophane, and it was almost like what the drills come in, the bags that the drills come in, and it kind of like when you pull it back, sometimes it's a little tough to pull it back, sometimes it gets all crinkly and it gets like staticky. I'm like, it's got to go. Here, this is my sign to get out the release paper. And I have to say, I don't use release paper because I want you to be able to see what I'm working on, but I can always put a picture up. And I want to see what I'm working on, but I have to say, taking that stimulus away from me where it's covered has made me less anxious, because I don't keep a lot of things around my canvas. I don't use the washi around the canvas because it lifts and it sticks on my arm or whatever, and it's pulling up and I don't like it. And I don't use cover minders and washi across the top. It makes me, it's just too much stimulus for me. And I have to say, having everything covered really was, in the end, I think it kept me more focused. I'm in my lane. I'm not looking around like, oh, I can't wait to get to that spot. I can't wait to do that. I can't wait to do that. I can't wait to get to her face, you know, whatever it is. And I just really enjoyed my diamond painting. So here's that. See, this is what it is. And I'll tell you why this is still on. This is a little trick that I do because I don't like washi tape. I cut a little piece of the cover and I make an invisible washi line here. And, you know, I had already crumpled that up and threw it away, but I didn't have enough that would have been exposed. So I said, you know what, let me just leave this on here. But that's also an invisible, I do this a lot. I keep an invisible washi line covered with just a cellophane, I have it like in one of my Tip Tuesdays, how I do it. You know, I cut around, I cut as close as I can. Like if I was going to keep, if I would have kept the whole cover on, I would have kept it as close, maybe even one, I would even maybe do one row. And I would cut all the way around, take the middle part off, cover it with, well, I really wouldn't take the middle part off. But if I was going to do this one, I would have taken the middle part off, just kept the circumference of this plastic around where the washi line is. But when I have thicker cellophane, it's real easy to do. I just cut, and because I don't, with the thicker, like this will stay very close to the border. And then the con on the thicker cellophane that goes on top is that it's always lifting up because it's thick. You know, it's just me. It's on Tip Tuesday. I will link it so you can see what the heck I'm talking about. I'm going to have to cover this again. But so pretty. The drills are so outstanding. The fairy dust drills, they're just so beautiful. We have to go through the drills because I think I just did an unboxing. I don't know that I went through all the drills with you guys because maybe there were 80, maybe it was too loud. I can't remember, but we'll go through them. I have these sticking up because these are the ones that I used, and if I tend to forget one, I don't have to go looking. It's one of the ones that are sticking up, but for now we're just going to place them back down. Not a big deal. Okay, so that was my thing with the drills. Very happy with the drills. Very happy with the canvas. I can see the symbols. There was only one symbol that I had a problem with. And I don't know if it might be in this section here. I really had to look, and I was like, what is that? It was a dark blue. I should just pull it off the, and of course I just pressed everything down, but I think it was one of the greens. Here it is. This canvas would really work well if I put these in rainbow order by color. I guess it's like a mushroom, and it's hard to see on the canvas because with the greens you have like things like this, like an anchor. This is what drives me nuts with these dark colors, and they put a dark ink. You know, I think it would fare better if it was printed in white like that. I mean, you did white here, you could have did white here. Okay, so I'm going to see now. I mean, this color here is really not a shade color. So, you know, I have a whole method for how I do confetti, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. It depends on where you get your canvas from, but I still try and keep it in my mind that that's how I'm going to work to make it easier on myself. Then you have this printing here with the light colors, and they are printed in black, but they're printed very fine. Where this is like a bold, this is very fine. But these are like, I'm noticing with these two sections, these are like, they're always hanging out together, these, and they seem to be along this line here. So, okay. I'm just getting my feet wet. What I will probably do in my own time when I'm doing this is pull these drills, put them in my confetti, ARTDOT confetti trays, you know, mark them with my grease pencil with what symbol is in what tray, and I'll probably work from there, because all this back and forth and going in and out I don't like. So when I see like these usual suspects that are hanging together, this double arrow, this check mark, this little triangle, I'll pull 4 of them out, and I'll probably pull the 4 finer printed ones. The other tip that I have when you have a printing like this and you really can't see it, even the darker ones, is use your cell phone. Open your camera, use your cell phone, look at your canvas. My phone has 100 times magnification. So that's what I had to do here, because this is like 1, 2, 3, 4 different colors of green right in here in these green sections. And there's still 1 more, 2 more, 3 more colors of green in here. Love the canvas. Loved also that not only was everything in the baggies came in numerical order and also DMC code order. So it made it so easy for me to kit up. So everything is numbered 1 through 80 in order, and the colors started with 150, 52, 155, 156, 157, 158, all the way to, what's the latest color here? 3865? Yeah, 3865. 80 colors, 5 enhancements, a beautiful toolkit. I can't use it, and I'll tell you why. Here's what came in the toolkit. This is a review. I loved everything that Ren sent. He sent, I believe, like 4 or 5 cover minders. They're on my refrigerator. They're little magnets, so I put little notes on. He sent this beautiful little bag to put my stuff in, and everything came in there. He sent the pen. This is the toolkit. The toolkit was extra. I actually bought the toolkit. It came with 5 adapters on here, including an aligner. It came with some putty. I haven't tried it yet. I'm going to try it. And it came with this little tray. Now, I don't know which one. I think I kept one of the colors in here that was the most prevalent symbol. Can you see it on the other side? And the tray has like a grid on it. And there's the other side of the grid. The thing is like getting them in and out. Like I wouldn't use this to change colors. I would use this to maybe keep, what is the most prevalent color in this kit? And it's probably going to be black, because that was the biggest bag, but for right now, these are in there. So I'll probably just store my blacks in here, my 310s. This is 310. And I have to say, filling these ARTDOT containers, the one color that really filled nicely, like almost halfway, you know, almost to the top, I should have pulled it, the weight on it was 7.67. So that gives me an idea of like what is in this bag. In this bag is 27.66. So what, 7 times 5, 7 times 4? That would be, you know, maybe 4, there would be 4 bags of this. Right? I'm going by weight, predetermined weight. I don't know what the weight is in an average bag. And let me see, 939 seems to be the second biggest bag in this kit. So that's the kit. I love the kit. I want to just make sure I told you everything I wanted to tell you about the kit. Where is my art book? Okay, here's my notes. My first impression was that this kit was gorgeous. You get a full sheet sticker. I wrote right on there. I wrote what the name was, the size, 80 colors, 2 ABs, 3 fairy dust. I have to put my dates in here, when I unboxed, when I kitted up, and when I started. So my first impression was that this canvas was absolutely stunning. I have the unboxing. I'll link that too. The drills have minimal, really no waste whatsoever. The printing was clear, and the printing had black and white symbols, which I appreciate. The sticker sheet is well printed, individually laser cut labels, and they really were really well printed labels. The number, the symbol, and the DMC code on there. They peeled off very easily. Drills are in work from baggies, strong and durable, safe for kit down, have number, symbol, DMC code, weight, and how many bags you get. Now that is also on If you can't read the ledger, because the ledger has very tiny printing, Ren actually included a second sheet along with the sticker sheet of a printed ledger, which this is going in my art book, and this is what I was using to really look up my codes. So I cut all the excess off. I really appreciate that too. I think that the toolkit was well thought out and very thoughtful. I use release paper. Okay, I told you about the cover being too thin and flimsy. Ledger is printed on the right and the left. You'll see that in the unboxing. The bonus was the 8.5 by 11 printed ledger, and this had a little flogram, like little instructions that were like a pictogram. They were pictures that were printed on here of how to diamond paint. The weight of each drill and how many are included. ABs in first 5 by 5 block worked. I told you that already. That was my block number 1, and here was the second sheet that had the second. So everything is numbered 1 through 80, but then Ren took the enhancement drills and put them on the side here, so you can see 2 ABs and 3 fairy dust. And there's 1 fairy dust in here that's really, really pretty. So that's the kit. Love the kit. Let's get those extra drills in here right now. Get this stuff out of the way. 1 second. So before I cover this section up, I just wanted to give you guys a look at what is going on. So I actually did like 3.5 squares last night. And the other thing with numbering this and getting it, doing it this way, there are, I think, 40. Are there 40 squares here? 40 squares. So I'm able to manage my time. I know that if I want to open up a square to work on it. Let me see what the next square looks like. Well, there's a lot of color blocking and some confetti in there. So I would say to myself, well, you got 90 minutes, then sit down, put a movie on. I put something on that I know by heart and just listen to it in the background, or put some music on, or an audio book, or a podcast, or watch one of you guys do a live, or whatever. Alrighty, so I got 1 through 75 done in my ARTDOT containers. These are just extra. And I really thought that I was going to use the DMC labels. I really didn't know. I've never worked that way, looking at the DMC labels, and I really didn't know how I was going to work this. I found myself last night looking at color and being like, well, I don't, you know, it's really strange. Let me just look at something. Blue, 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 blue. Lavender, peach, brown. It seems to be not only are things in numerical order and DMC order, maybe that's why they're also color coded. It's almost like in a rainbow order, right? I mean, there's a few scattered here and there, but I found myself saying, well, there's a lot of greens, like right here. Green, 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 green. Like these are all blue, 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 blue. So I found myself when I was looking at a section saying, okay, it's in the blue section. So I know that it's here. So, you know, I'm trying to use the DMC code. Then when I was using this to look things up, I'm like, okay, what is this symbol here? Let me just see here. Number 2. Where's number 2? So I'm looking at 2. It's number 16. Which is very confusing for me. Like I said, I'm dyslexic. So I know that I have 1 through 10 here, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, right? Right. So I know that this is ending with 10, and so I know in the middle of the row there's 16. So I'm really not looking at the DMC code. Does that make sense? Oh, so let me tell you something else here I'm just noticing. What? Okay, so Ray not only has the number, the symbol, the DMC code, but he has how many drills are in each bag and the weight and how many you get. Wow. I'm just noticing that now. Wow. So I found myself just looking for clusters of color to really help me zone in on where this symbol may be. Or looking at the number and being like, oh, 16, this is row 10. It's right in the middle of the next row. Okay. All right, enough of me. Let's get this done. I could just put this right on here. So these, now when Lisa sent this to me, these 2, not just even 1, 2, and the lovely note and the candy, and oh, that kicked off my holiday season. And it has this lid, and inside the lid because you can diamond paint with this, is a stopper too in here. So let me see this one. Yeah, this one has a stopper on it, so we're gonna use this one. So what you do is, and this is how I did it last night so that I did not confuse myself. Let me try not to hit myself in the face here. This is the lid to my, this is a Joey container, Joie, I'll link it for you. It's actually a tea caddy, but I actually used this, the whole caddy. This is just the lid. I actually used the Joey tea caddy it has little compartments. Actually, my tea bags are in there right now. It has little compartments. Wait a minute. I think I have one extra one in the drawer. Hold on. Okay, this is the lid to this one. What I'm using this for is all my extra drills. They're all numbered. And I have them in here. There's like 4 compartments. And so when I was doing the moon by Diamond Painting Shop, this is what I used. I just put the baggies in there. They were nice and strong. And I had a lid, and on the top, I put a little sticker on it that said The Moon on it by Alphonse Mucha. And that's what I used. So I took the lid out, and they were all in here. And as I got done with the baggies, I just put them in the back. And I was like, let me leave some to show my members. Now, of course, I'm starting with the label that fell off last night. I have to glue this back on. That was my fault. I turned the labels into each other. So this is number 35. So what I was doing was, what number is this? Am I really starting with this label? Number 35. Wait a minute. Oh, I know what I did. They're already in here already. I gotta put that label on. So I'm not starting with 35. What is wrong with me? Why are you over here? You're going over there. So I left a space. I must have been working with that last night. Okay. So we're starting with number 76. So what I was doing last night was pulling 76, 3860, pulling 76, making sure it was 3860, taking the lid off, putting it right next to the baggie. So making sure, same number. And you take this and you screw it on. You take your bag. I don't have anything in front of me. You guys know I would have my little fingertip moisturizer here to open this bag. And you dump this in. Got rid of the bag. Put it in the back of the last one. There's even a little reservoir here. So if you want to diamond paint with this and take some extra drills out, maybe you have a big section, your little... Oh, I forgot to take the stopper off. Your little reservoir will hold your extra drills over there. So if I wanted to diamond paint with this color, I would just put this on and just tap them back out. I could stop the flow with the stopper, and I could diamond paint. And then that's it. When I'm done, just put them right back in their jar. So this made kitting up so easy last night. I was watching TV, listening to things. And there you go. Number 76. Here we are. 3860. Number 77, 3861. 77, 3861. I got the right jar. Making sure. Got one drill in there from the last... oh gosh, this makes me nuts. Because if my hands were wet, I'd have this open already. Okay. Dry hands, not good. Do I have any moisturizer here? That would help. In they go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I shot one across the room. Okay. That easy. And then when you want to diamond paint, you can hook these right back on. But there was so much confetti to do all that. I found myself just pouring drills in the lid and picking them out that way. Number 77, number 78, 3862, the wrong one. This one, 3862. In you go. Open you up. Oh, I really should have got my moisturizer. Okay, I'm gonna get it now. You can't do anything with dry hands. Now they're just slippery. Okay. Can't do anything with dry hands. You can't pick up drills when they fall, which is why I always have my fingertip moisturizer. If you don't know what that is, I'll link it in the bottom. It's like, you know, if you count money a lot, you know, instead of using like it's like a wet piece of wax. I wonder if that, that blue wax, I always find that blue wax so oily. I wonder if that blue wax would work. All right, 78, 79, 3864. This is a beautiful canvas. It really is. It's so, her face, from the time that I opened her up, I was like, oh my God, I'm just getting Botticelli vibes with her face. So gorgeous. See, I can pick that up and put right in there. My hands are moisturized. And Lisa, you're going to have to tell everybody where you got these from. I don't even know where she got them from. I don't know if there's a name on here. There's not even a name on here. And it was so funny when I got this in the mail, and I was like, no, you didn't. You didn't. You didn't, because I've been looking at these and thinking, well, that's pretty interesting, because I know they also make like they make something that looks like a stand. It looks like a little phone booth, and you put this little jar in and you could dump your drills right in. Then you take the little jar out if you don't want to do all this screwing back and forth. That doesn't sound right. If you don't want to keep screwing them on and off. So this is 7.91 ounces. So let's see. Is it 7.91 ounces? No. No. Not ounces. No. That's not right. Is it? I don't know. Somebody tell me what the weight is. Let's see. We got a jumper. Are they all going in there? Let me, where's my little, here she is. Come here. Oh yeah, they all went in. Come on. Yeah. So I guess like almost 8 ounces. That's the last one. What do you got? What do you guys think? I'll have to get Lisa to tell me where she got these from. So that's number 80. And there you have it. There you have it. What I am going to do, because I have something else that I want to show you guys, and I want to get this wrapped up, rather than go through all these DMC codes right now. Let me know what you think of this canvas. Would you buy it? I have to tell you, I'm going to let you go over to Diamond Art Emporium and see what I paid for this canvas, because I thought, how bad could it be? I don't really feel like I'm spending like $100 or even $50 for this canvas. And I think for the quality of the canvas and what I got, and the drills, how well they are, how nice they are. I mean, guys, I was struggling with Dreamer Designs. I finished Nordic Christmas Village, and the last few, like, because I was moving into the center, the center drills that were tan or something, they were so dirty. It was like, you know, I even said in the video, like, you know, when you eat potato chips and you got all the crumbs on the bottom, they had like them little like drill dust. And I was like, this is terrible, because I'm picking it up and it's going on my putty. I really didn't like it. So, I mean, I am so impressed with these drills. These are the only, this is what I have left. I didn't fit them, of course, all in. This is 14.20. And so that jar is only filled once. And then here's my black, which I'm going to switch out and put them in there. Maybe, I don't know. I'll see. But I do like working from baggies, and I probably, you know, I probably could have. I thought it was great. I thought the kit was great. I think I can't wait to do my second one, because, you know, having a new to me shop and buying 2 canvases, I was like, am I crazy? But I got 2 canvases and I bought 2 toolkits. Shipping and handling and everything was under $96. Pretty good deal. And I'm glad that I had my canvas lost. I was going to start with the male canvas because he's a lot of color blocking, and I just couldn't find him because you guys that know me know that I'm displaced because of, you know, parties and holidays and stuff. You know, our house is not really that big, and we have a big piano in the middle of the room and all this other stuff in the other room. But I'm like, you know what? I'm glad I started January with the female angel because the male angel is a lot of color blocking, and we have less days in February. So there you go. There you have it. Everything works out for a reason. Don't sweat it. So I'm going to wrap this up. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you bought this canvas. That's something else. When I was talking to Ren at Diamond Art Emporium, he was saying that he got a lot of orders for this canvas, and I'm sure it was you guys. Because you guys went nuts over this angel. You even bought other things from him. I was just tickled pink because I like when you, you know, when I am able to introduce something to you and you didn't even wait to see how it was all going to work out and you ran over there and got it. I just thought that that was lovely. What else am I doing? I'm ready to show you guys a little bit of a Temu haul next. So I'm going to get ready for that. I might just roll right into it. And I have an unboxing. Yes, I do. We're closing out this year big. Closing it out with fireworks, that's for sure. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.